Good afternoon. It's a hot day in Germany today. 88 degrees, according to weather.com, where I am right now. More observations of an American living in Germany. Well, one thing I observed, it's not as sticky hot as it is in the United States, but you get a lot of sunlight during the summer, and it got up to 86 degrees in the apartment. So I turned on the portable air conditioner and I put down the rolladens. That helped a lot. I also noticed that it cools down quite a bit at night. It'll probably be down to 60 degrees tonight, and we're supposed to get rain. Um, Learning how to use your rolladens to block out sunlight and still allow for airflow really helps. Um, that is, I guess that's just part of living in Germany. Also, you don't have screens here, so you open your windows and you get an occasional fly, but you don't get a whole bunch of bugs like you do in the United States. Also, the windows here, they open like a door, or they tilt back at the top, so that way you can get ventilation and still keep things secure. Um, we're on the top floor, so there's a plexiglass or tempered glass shield that goes up about 4 feet from the floor, so that way you know nobody will fall out and the cats won't fall out. And if you have small children, they couldn't get out. Um, Another thing I've noticed living in here, the walls in German apartments are very, very thick. When you have the door closed in the bedroom to have the air conditioner on, the TV sometimes will not pick up on the Wi-Fi signal very well, and your program will be interrupted. And if you're using a laptop or a cell phone, you won't get complete 5G internet, complete 5G Wi-Fi. It'll slow it down a little bit. I guess that's a testament to the German construction capability. Um, but we have very fast internet here, probably every bit as fast as in the United States, even with multiple devices running at the same time. However, the router, the range, when you're in the back bedroom, it's very hard to get a signal. So it's not as powerful. We did hook up a Wi-Fi extender, but it doesn't seem to work very well. So I just, you know, one of those things. We're in a 3 bedroom apartment. It's a decent sized apartment on one floor, but when we had a router in the United States, the internet would work anywhere in the house, and I could walk out to the mailbox probably a good 60, 70 yards away and still get a signal, and I could go out in the back porch or out in the backyard and get a signal. So, but anyway, the building quality here is second to none. You don't hear anything. We don't have anybody above us, thankfully, but I've talked to the people downstairs. I have 3 different apartments below us. The way the building is laid out, none of them said they ever hear us walking around or anything. So that's good. And you don't hear anything outside unless the windows are open. But anyway, it's supposed to be in the 80s the next couple days. So it'll be interesting to see how this affects the electric bill. Um, I don't mind it being a little hot as long as I have airflow, but my wife does not do heat very well, so we bought 2 portable air conditioners. We got a 12,000 BTU unit for the den area, which I have to use a pedestal fan in conjunction with it, but it does okay. And then we have a 9,000 unit or 9,000 BTU system in the master bedroom, and that does very well for that size room. You have to buy this kit where you hook it up, and it's sort of like a little curtain, and you open the door and it velcros around the edges of it so that it vents the exhaust out. I have noticed that maybe it's not that humid here, but I don't get any water. There's a little water tank in the bottom of the air conditioner. I've had like maybe 2 or 3 drops in it all day, and that's it. So it's it does a good job of cooling the air, and it's not like a dehumidifier where you have to empty it every day, which is good. So little things I'm learning. It's a work in progress. It'll just be interesting to see how the electric bill comes out. On the hottest days, we've had a few days so far, I've had to use the AC about 3 hours, 3 hours at a time. In the late afternoon is when it really gets to be kind of stifling in here. And when my wife comes home from work, I'll turn it on before she gets here, and that helps a lot. So anyway, it's different than in the United States where you have central air, but also in the United States you're cooling your whole house. So far at night, it gets nice and cool here, and with the windows open, so far we haven't needed the air conditioning at night. But anyway, that's it for today. Auf Wiedersehen.